Yeah, I'd say overall we came up short. So you call it good offensive performance, but our standard is to score one more point than the other team, and we didn't get it done. So we fell short. We're all disappointed from it. In terms of how we ended that game, fourth quarter, obviously we wish we could have finished that game with the football. I think that's really what it came down to. There were a number of opportunities for us to do that, run plays and pass plays. In regards to the 4th and 1, it was a play that we liked that week versus that defense, and we simply didn't get it done. That's it.
On that 4th and 4, when you guys elected to kick the field goal, Jared said that he kind of wishes he had maybe said something to Dan or had a play at the ready. I don't know. Do you have the sort of the ability to say something? Do you wish maybe you had sort of lobbied to keep the offense on the field?
I mean, yeah.
How do you balance that?
There's a lot of conversation that's going on in a critical moment like that. Certainly, the head coach and I talk about it, along with other coaches are involved as well. End of the day, it's his decision. I think he's come out and said that he didn't like the decision that he made. So that's kind of the process that happened there.
Did you have a play call in mind?
Always have a play call in mind, yeah. Like I said, anytime we're in that spot, that's 2 weeks in a row now, 4-minute scenario where we haven't finished the game with the football. And so we got room for improvement.
Right, and last one on that, I just wonder, do you think Swift not being out there and Amon-Ra sort of being banged up, not having two of those top guys in that sort of 4th and short situation, do you think that influenced the decision after having been so aggressive all game and then deviating from that?
You'd have to ask Coach Campbell about that. For us in terms of play calling, I look up at the end of the game. That's what hurts so much is, as coaches, we put a lot into the game plan, and then you look up at the end of that game there, and you see these guys. They've poured so much into it. They've been battling on the field. You got linemen. You can tell that they're pushing through. They want to finish this thing. You can see Saints limping around a little bit more than he normally does. Swifty, all those guys, and to have it end the way it did, that's I think ultimately what was most disappointing. And that's why it hurt so bad. So I think really that towards the end there, we weren't influencing our play calls because of the guys on the field. End of the day, if they're on the field, we have deemed them healthy enough to execute whatever we decide to call there. So,
I know nobody's cried for you, I guess. But
yeah.
you have had quite a few injuries, offensive line now your skill positions. Just can you contextualize the difficulty that comes with that when you're trying to compose a game plan or address it in the middle of games? How difficult is it to kind of when you're missing all these moving pieces to really execute what you want?
Yeah, I think it's. There's two separate ways to look at it. One is going into the game week. Coach tries to clarify early, and then each day updates of who might be available. Because once again, that's our biggest job as coaches is trying to put those guys in position to do what they do best, and each guy's different. Everybody in the building, whether it's active or practice squad, they all have things that they do well, or else they wouldn't be here. So that's kind of over the course of the week, we're trying to hone in, hey, how can we get this guy here against this guy to do this? Then within the course of the game, sure, a guy goes down, and we do have to tweak a few things. That happened this game. That happened this past game, where maybe it's a formation needs to change, so we move a guy to a different spot, and the other guy does it. Those are things that we adjust with, and we talk about it. We kind of think about that Friday night, Saturday during the day. Those are the scenarios, the contingency plans that we always prepare for. There is no hay in the barn for us over the course of the week. The Fridays, the Saturdays, we're still sifting through, hey, they could do this, we need to do that. This could happen, we need to do this. That's part of being a coach in the NFL.
And how much more of an emphasis do you got to put on 3rd down this week? Because last week, 3 for 16, they kind of let you down.
Yeah, same as we always have. It's 3rd down's a high emphasis. In fact, Thursday's our 3rd down day. We're going to go after it this afternoon, just like we always have. Clearly, we didn't convert at the rate we would like to. However, you look at last week, and we were a yard short on a number of them. So we are very close. I think we called the game the way we wanted to in those situations.
Some of those guys knowing they're going for a 4th down too, though, right? I mean, is that like that 3 for
It could play a factor. End of the day, though, at any third down, we want to convert. Shoot, any first down, we want to convert. Any second down, we always are wanting to move those chains. So we do have a great process in place. Coach tries to get it to us as early as he can. Just, hey, you could potentially have 4 downs, just depending on how the series unfolds.
The confidence you have in Leaf and Quintez if they're asked to kind of step up, play more of a role on offense this week?
Yeah, like I said, anybody in this building right now, active or practice squad, we know what they're capable of, and we'll be ready to put them in the right positions. I know Q's ready. He's answered the bell before. The past few years since he's been a rookie, Leaf's the same way. And so if we need to dive deeper into those guys, they'll answer the bell.
But it changes your Rolodex of plays a little bit, I imagine, right? Who's available, who's not. Like, do you have one game plan for, if Almiron Swift can play, you tear pages out? I guess that's.
I don't think it probably shifts as much as you're alluding to, but certainly we might prioritize some calls more than others.
Not the aggressiveness or the approach, though, that doesn't change?
Yeah, the head coach kind of goes into the week and he tells us as coordinators, hey, this is how I want this game to be played. And it's important that all 3 phases understand that so that we're playing complementary football. So, yeah, that's something that we talk about. We finalize, like I said, at the end of the week, Fridays and Saturdays, we're kind of sitting down as a staff and, hey, this is how we want this game to go. Don't be surprised if this happens and we need that, all those contingencies.
This is admittedly a nitpicky question given the points and yards you kind of put up as an offense, but TJ Hockenson's production has been down to start the year. Extrapolate out the course of the year, lowest production since his rookie year. So what do you, I guess, put on why he's maybe struggled to have some of the receiving production thus far, and maybe what do you need to do to kind of help him pick that back up?
Yeah, obviously I love TJ. I have a really good relationship with him. And I know I'm sure he was hoping to have a little more targets, some more catches so far this season. But as I've explained to the whole unit, we have a lot of weapons in that room right now. And some weeks, some guys may get 10 catches and 100-plus yards and multiple touchdowns. Other weeks, that same guy might not get 2 targets and 16 yards. That's the way this thing goes. It's not like we're deliberately going in each week and not trying to get him the football. Each guy, they have their plays, whether the defense allows us to take those or we have to keep progressing. The quarterback's going to take what the defense gives them. So, I mean, at some point, I would expect TJ to have a outbreak game, call it. Who knows when that's going to happen. But these things go ebbs and flows. Sometimes those catches come in bunches. The touchdowns come in bunches, so I wouldn't be surprised if in the near future he does have a more productive game.
You alluded to it a little bit there. Just how is he taking his slow start? What's been his approach and attitude?
I think he's handled it really well. I mean, you'd have to ask him exactly what's going on in his mind, but from my perspective, he has practiced as well as I've seen him practice since his rookie year. He's taken full advantage of any time he has out on the field. Special teams, he's getting more work with the quarterbacks. So I just know when those opportunities present themselves, he's going to be ready.
Has he been outspoken to you to ask for more targets and to be more involved in offense?
No, none of these. I think that's what's beautiful about this group is they are all unselfish players. I don't know if I've been around such a group of men that, honestly, what we went through last year, and I hate to talk about last year right now, it's made us better this year. We've dealt with that adversity, and these guys truly, to a man, they all just want to win. They don't care how it happens. We could run for 200 yards. We could throw for 400. They don't care. We could score 14 points, and as long as it was 7 points, as long as we win, they're going to be happy. So he's in that boat. They're all in that boat right now, and that's what makes this so much fun to come to work every day.
How did that happen? How did that begin, that unselfishness? Did it happen organically? Have you guys preached it?
No, it's the ownership's on the players. They're the ones out there playing, and I think they made a conscious decision the springtime training camp that, listen, man, we can't allow the things that impacted us a year ago. We can't allow that to happen again. We don't want that to happen again. And so every week right now, it's full focus, it's intensity on how can we beat the next opponent. That's all.